simplify astrology for you, I want you to understand that the oldest of all techniques, according to me, for understanding and predicting situations and events here or on the earth is unquestionably astrology. Now, astrology is very, very closely linked with astronomy. Now, we have 12 full moons in a year. So, every 12 full moons, as we now call them the seasons, would return clockwise. Now, this information was vital to our ancestors because they could use it to prepare for different seasons. Pisces, the fish. The astrological symbol, two fishes swimming in opposite directions. It's actually one swimming upstream and the other downstream. This is symbolized from February 20th to March 20th. Now, the symbol for Pisces reminds us of the point where one year was dying while another was being born. The ideals of Aquarius were tempered by the sad realities of Pisces. It was an emotional time, a time to discover how dependable your friends were when you needed them. It was the end of winter and supplies were at their lowest point. The strong and the compassionate were required to do without so that the children, the elderly and the less fortunate could survive. Sometimes people even gave their lives so that others would live. The reason for the survival of our race from ancient time until now can be contributed, or maybe our capacity for self-denial, sometimes even martyrdom. Early Christians used the sign of the fish as a mean of identifying their secret meeting place. The associations. Now, Pisces rules the negation of the individual ego, and this can happen by positive means like self-sacrifice, philanthropy, and faith in all-powerful force, or through negative ego, denial like escapism, drugs, alcohol. Other examples of ego denial are large institutions that deny the supremacy of the individual ego, such as large corporations, the government bureaucracy, the military hospitals, prisons, and some religions. The part of the body ruled by Pisces is our feet, which connects us to earth and everything connected to it. Pisces is also associated with the concept of telepathy and ESP, that's the extrasensory powers. The fish of Pisces swim in the ocean and you're connected to all the land that the oceans of the world touch. People born during this sign of Pisces function best when they feel that in some way they are serving and connected to all. There is a term used to describe the sum total of everything in existence, in this world as well as in the next. So it says they function best when they feel that in some way they are serving and connected to all. Travels through all these 12 zodiac signs and it comes back to spring. So the return of the sun to the portion of the zodiac occupied by the constellation Aries marked the return of the spring, and so the cycle began again from the Aries, then the Taurus, then the Gemini, then the Cancer, then the Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces,